my word. Welcome, everyone. I'm Steve McLaughlin, president of Cooper Union. So incredibly grateful to have everyone here today. Chair Jamie Levitt, members of the Board of Trustees, honored guests, distinguished faculty, officers, family, and friends, on the occasion of the 166th commencement of the Cooper Union for the Advancement of Science and Art, it's my honor and distinct privilege as president to welcome you to this historic Great Hall and to present members of the class of 2026. You applauded too early. Please rise and join me in applauding for this graduating class for their exceptional work. Please remain standing to sing the National Anthem with accompaniment by Casey Chung, a first-year student in the School of Art.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at our twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave for the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Thank you, Casey. Really, really, really amazing. So please be seated. Jamie Levitt, Chair of the Cooper Union Board of Trustees, will offer a greeting.
Well, thank you, Steve and Casey, for that beautiful rendition. Good morning, graduates, family, friends, faculty, and my fellow trustees and honored guests. On behalf of the Board of Trustees, it is my great privilege to welcome you to today's commencement ceremony. Today is a celebration of achievement, of perseverance, and of possibility. It is a moment of gratitude for the mentors who guided all of you, for the loved ones who supported you, and the community that helped you grow into the people that you are today. As trustees, we are stewards of this institution's mission and its future, but today we are here as proud witnesses to what that mission makes possible, and that is all of you. Wherever you go next, you carry with you the values of this institution: integrity, rigor, creativity, and a commitment to the public good so essential today. The world you enter really needs your ideas, your courage, your willingness to shape what comes next. And with that, we offer our congratulations to this amazing class of 2026. We are honored to celebrate this milestone and this massive achievement with you. And now I have the pleasure of welcoming President Steve McLaughlin to the lectern to deliver his first commencement address at the Cooper Union. Steve.
I just have to start by saying, of course, I have prepared a speech, but today is a remarkable day for me. And this is my first commencement address, and to look out and to see so many amazing students and so many of you that I have met, I feel this immense source of pride. Now, I come from a long line of crying McLaughlin men. I'll try to hang in there, but it's an emotional day for me because I am so incredibly grateful and proud of all of you. So, good morning. Welcome, everyone, to the Great Hall of the Cooper Union for the Advancement of Science and Art. On behalf of Cooper's esteemed faculty, deans, staff, and trustees, it's an honor to celebrate the class of 2026. There is perhaps no occasion more important to our community than this day, Commencement Day. For 166 years, this rite of passage has delivered the promise of a transformative Cooper Union education to our students and the world. Graduates, now it's your turn to carry that promise. You've arrived at this point through considerable effort, long hours in studios, shops, and labs, through iteration, critique, and lots of old-fashioned hard work. You've persisted through the highs and lows, navigated challenges in the world and in your own lives, and you've kept your eye on the prize, walking across this stage towards your own practices and careers, towards your own contributions to disciplines and communities, and toward the betterment of humankind. You have a lot to be proud of in this moment. Congratulations. I know you can appreciate when I say that no one reaches these important milestones alone. To your families, friends, and other loved ones here today to support you, thank you. You've supported your Cooper student at every step in their academic journey and at every step of their becoming the people before us today. You helped shape their formative experiences and ambitions. You gave them the space and confidence to try, maybe fail, try again, and ultimately arrive at their destinations. This is your milestone too. Thank you, families and friends. And for our faculty and staff, your commitment to Cooper students takes so many forms. You foster the intellectual conditions for them to thrive. You guide them through creative exploration and probative discussion. Teach them to engage closely and purposefully, hone their technical skills, and make space for bold inquiry and imaginative problem solving. You've shaped not only what these students know, but help them sharpen how they think and how they question and how they approach their work. The results are on full display. Thank you to everyone who makes up this supportive academic community. And thank you as well to our incredible facilities crew, our security staff, the commencement committee, and our staff and faculty volunteers, and everyone who helped make this day possible. Let's give them a big round of applause. So I arrived at this very special institution as president last summer. So this is, as I said, this is my very first Cooper Union commencement, and what an incredible privilege it is to be part of this momentous day in your lives. And to do so in this great hall. Well, it's a thrill to be here where influential voices from our history continue to reverberate loudly. Civil rights activists and labor organizers, U.S. presidents and Supreme Court justices, artists, scientists, and urbanists, poets and journalists, and generations of Cooper students and alumni. All those people sought out this great hall because this is a stage for asking what kind of a future we want and for whom. That question has animated generations of Cooper's alumni before you. Graduates of this institution helped shape the skyline of New York and cities globally. They've evolved modern and contemporary art practice, indeed influencing and defining the broader cultural canon in America and around the world. And they've contributed to scientific, engineering, and technological breakthroughs, changing how people live and work. They did not all agree with each other. They did not all follow one path. But they shared a belief that rigorous thinking, creative ambition, and public purpose belong together. That is part of the inheritance you carry forward today. In other words, equally important as what the future looks like right now, you are about to go build it. Building the future is a collaborative effort. And you probably know by now that collaboration is not always easy. It's rarely linear, and things almost always don't go as expected. If you are someone who likes to plan, and I certainly am, you learn that working with others changes how plans unfold. That can be a source of messiness, even frustration, but it leads to something different, and almost always even more motivating and generative. One of the most important lessons from your time at Cooper is learning that a change in plan is part of the plan. What comes next will be determined by your ability to sharpen your thinking through dialogue and by realizing that it's not the problem that's the problem, it's what you do about it. That's what you need to solve for. That doesn't mean compromising on your principles or lowering your standards. It means refining your ideas in community with others. Peter Cooper chose to call this institution a union for a reason. It's a place where disciplines meet, where people from different backgrounds and experiences can rally around shared humanistic values and contribute to a common good. Our founder believed this to be the civic purpose of education, connecting individual growth to the benefit of public life. Over the past year, I've gotten to know many of you, to see your projects develop, and to hear your ideas. But more than that, I've observed your determination to stay with challenges, to work through complexity. That is a habit worth holding on to. Because the problems we're facing, collective problems that we all must take on, do not have simple solutions. The future will not go according to plan. Change will happen, and it will often be difficult. What matters is what you do about it, how you adapt, how you embrace the shared path forward. The work you've done at Cooper has prepared you well. Think back to the start of the journey that brought you here today. As you heard, I'm in that same place. It began with strangers from different parts of the world, from every corner of the United States, from every borough of New York City and around the world. You arrived with different life experiences and perspectives, and together, you charted your paths to success. Some of you are the first in your family to earn a college degree. Others are following in the footsteps of someone who inspired you from a young age. All of you arrived here with the desire to shape your identity as an artist, an architect, or an engineer. And along the way, you've learned from one another and pushed the boundaries of what you thought possible. What's especially striking is that many of you are not waiting until some distant future to contribute meaningfully to the world. You are already doing it. You explored and published critical research in fields ranging from quantum computing and machine learning to decarbonization technologies to biomedical devices and robotics. You presented at the nation's leading professional societies, earned top awards at competitions, and even designed and raced Cooper's first concrete toboggan. Yeah. You have taught and mentored high school students, earned grants and fellowships, explored New York City from its data sets to its galleries. You've traveled internationally to conduct field research and attend workshops with peers at other institutions. You curated and mounted exhibitions around campus, including your senior shows, your VIP showcase presentation, mental fellowship exhibitions, amazing, and just this week, an incredible end-of-the-year show. In your theses, capstones, and senior projects, you examined the issues that press urgently upon us: questions of representation, access, automation, surveillance, environment and climate, and social injustice. These are not abstract academic exercises. They are early evidence of the kinds of contributions you're prepared to make in laboratories, studios, firms, classrooms, galleries, public institutions, nonprofits, startups, and communities around the world. All of it is concrete evidence that you're ready for the path ahead, and much like your time here at Cooper, you'll be surrounded by fellow travelers. Today, you join a community of Cooper Union alumni. It's a powerful network that extends well beyond the East Village to every corner of the world. You've already seen that network in action through the alumni who return to Cooper to create opportunities for those who have come after them and who have all benefited directly from that engagement. Perhaps a Cooper grad mentored you or opened the doors to job opportunities, research, or internships. Some of them served as your professors. Others may soon be your employees or colleagues. It's thanks to the commitment of that greater Cooper network that this entire graduating class was able to complete the senior year tuition-free. Well, that brings me to an idea I've spoken about often this year, and one that comes directly from our founder. Peter Cooper wrote of placing this institution in the hands who would, quote, know and feel the importance of forever devoting it to the improvement of the rising generation. That sentiment is foundational to everything that happens at Cooper Union. For alumni, administrators, and trustees, it orients our responsibility as stewards of this institution, our devotion to our students. But it also speaks to the deeper meaning of education itself, a moral responsibility carried from one generation to the next. So what does that mean for you? Above all, recognizing that your achievement here today was made possible by others, and that over time, you will play a role in making it possible for someone else to succeed. That can take a whole bunch of different forms. In part, it will be expressed through your work, through the ways you define problems, intervene in systems, and reshape culture to model new possibilities for the rising generation. It will also, I hope, be more direct. I urge you, actually ask, and possibly even beg you to stay connected, supporting future students, contributing your time, your expertise, and your voice to our community. We cannot and will not succeed and be able to forever be devoted to the rising generation without you staying connected to Cooper. You are now forever part of the Cooper Union. And your devotion to the rising generation is a responsibility to think about beyond the immediate, to act with awareness of what you leave behind, to know that to be good ancestor for those who will come in 10 or 20 or 50 years from now, as Peter Cooper and legions of others have been for us. So when you walk across this stage today, your Cooper journey does not end. You embark on the next adventure as a member of the community that spans past, present, and future. So you are forever Cooper. Take that sense of connectedness and your collaborative work ethic with you everywhere you go into your professional lives as architects, artists, and engineers, and citizens of the world. Trust that the frictions and complexity of working in a community will yield something greater when you work on them together rather than in isolation. Stay in touch with each other and with this place. You're surrounded by people who will make you better. So call on each other in this community for that support and offer it up in return. The world that you're stepping into is complex and utterly unfinished. But that has always been true of every generation called upon to build the future. What matters is that you meet this responsibility with courage, imagination, and care for one another. We think Cooper has prepared you to do exactly that. So to the class of 2026, we are incredibly proud of you, and we cannot wait to see the amazing things that you'll do next. Graduates, congratulations. All right, now on to our work. I will now welcome Nada Ayad, Acting Dean of the Faculty of Humanities and Social Sciences, and Jessica Haber, Chief of Staff, to present student awards.
Good morning. Each year, the faculty and deans recognize some of the extraordinary achievements of our graduates with awards made possible by generous alumni and friends. On behalf of my colleagues, it is my pleasure to thank these benefactors for recognizing the tremendous potential of our students by creating the student prizes and awards listed in the program. The first award is the Irma Justina Wise Prize for Exceptional Creative Potential in Architecture or Art, which goes to Nona E. Nishigawara of the School of Art. Nona, are you here? The Jack and Natasha Gelman Foundation Award in Art goes to Raquela C. Mathieu of the School of Art. The Tony and David Yarnell Merit Award of Excellence in Architecture goes to Sarah Magbunduku, Natalia Elise Nogel, Leah T. Torres, Sophie Wang, and Ilea Maria Wunder of the Irwin S. Channon School of Architecture. The David and Tony Yarnell Merit Award of Excellence in Art goes to E. Aurelis of the School of Art. The Snarchitecture Commencement Prize goes to Violet Giovanna Kaleka, Kyle Koo, Jane Ellen Miller, E.G. Reams, and Ashley Wu of the Irwin S. Channon School of Architecture. The Harold S. Goldberg Prize for Academic Achievement and Leadership in Engineering goes to Sophia Klimchuk of the Albert Nurkin School of Engineering. The Martin J. Waters Memorial Award goes to Samuel Heim of the School of Art.
All right, so I'd now like to acknowledge members of our community who have earned emeritus status. While we extend this honor to recognize their distinguished careers, we are honored that these exceptional scholars chose to share their gifts with Cooper Union students, faculty, and staff. You can learn more about each of these treasured members of our community in your commencement program. Will this year's honorees and representatives please rise? Those who have earned emeritus status include Atina Grossman, Andrea Newmark, and George Sidebotham.
To select the student who will speak on behalf of the graduating class at commencement, the Office of Student Affairs sponsors a senior speech contest judged by a jury of invited faculty and administrators. I'm pleased to introduce Skye Jones of the School of Art, who was chosen to deliver this year's address.
Oh my goodness. Sorry, my phone's loading. I have no. Great, wonderful. Good morning, everyone. First, I want to give a big congratulations to my fellow graduates and a good morning to our families, friends, faculty, and administration celebrating here with us today. Our journey has been a long one. We should be incredibly proud of ourselves and our efforts over the years. Still loading, my apologies. My name is Skye Jones, and I am graduating from the School of Art with a double minor in art history and history and society. Yes! I am deeply honored to have been selected as the class of 2026's commencement speaker, and I'm excited for our respective futures and what is to come. When writing this speech, I tried to think about what connects Cooper students as a student body across disciplines. Was it our sleepless nights, working late, wishing the building was always open 24 hours, or was it our joint speed walk to the food tasting event going on campus? Or was it our shared frustration and fear of the elevators in both buildings? While we have all witnessed or experienced these instances, I want to highlight the incredible camaraderie we share at Cooper as Cooper students, and the no questions asked support we always give and receive to each other. We discovered how challenging it is to meet the expectations set at Cooper, and without our amazing support communities, it would have not been possible. So at this time, I want to give a great big shout out to my support communities who helped me get to this moment. I couldn't have done it without you. The celebration of each other's accomplishments is one of my favorite things about Cooper. All majors coming together to support a particular school's exhibition, such as the end of the year show that is currently up for viewing. This is a perfect example of the celebration and melding of the three disciplines. I transferred into Cooper as a sophomore in the School of Art, and much of my time here was spent learning the ins and outs of the school. Understandably, I was afraid when I started my first year. I was adamant about getting admitted to Cooper due to my desire for more interdisciplinary curriculum. And the rigor and exceptional work I found here made me question if I could measure up to stand confidently alongside my peers. However, I found solace in knowing I was not alone in that feeling. In the past year, I learned to push myself to be more present and engaged in my art. In moments of uncertainty and a doubt about my place in Cooper, it was undeniably the encouragement from family, faculty, friends, and fellow students that gave me the courage to persist despite my fears and even inspired me to study across the world in London at the Slate. Yes, we are graduating because of our own blood, sweat, and tears. Our own drive and determination can never be overshadowed, but the multitude of help that we received during our time at Cooper must be highly acknowledged. I send out a thank you to every person who has directed me to the right room, the right person to ask a question to, and helped me when I simply did not know how things worked. Those instances will never be forgotten. Even now, as a graduating senior, I wouldn't mind a little bit of guidance. While I am speaking from the perspective of an art student, I acknowledge and appreciate the interdisciplinary nature of Cooper's structure. Taking HSS classes with students from both engineering and architecture provided me with insight into topics that I would not have explored and queries that I would not have asked. We have learned that there is much overlap between our different processes, and it's reflective of a respect I believe we have for one another's work. We can find engineering and architecture and art and engineering and architecture and engineering and art. While we study in different classrooms, our practices overlap and are intrinsically connected. With that in mind, I challenge us to remember that interconnectedness as we go out into the world and reference our shared time here as a marker of differences being celebrated and interlinked. In our current social and political climate, communion amongst different ideas, disciplines, and ideals is more important than ever. As we begin our journey into a new stage of life, I know many of us are probably experiencing feelings of uncertainty, fear, and anxiety. I'm sure we all remember our first days at Cooper, a mix of anticipation, excitement, and some slight apprehension. Our next steps are one and the same. We can find confidence in knowing that we accomplished so much here, starting with the same feelings and apply the same logic, knowing that we can do the hard work in spite of the trials and tribulations of life. Repeated snowstorms, fires, pipe bursts, and train delays. We made it here by our own desires and efforts and community support. And together, we share this amazing accomplishment, so let's embrace our futures. I want to emphasize that community is not a magic buzzword that we can just throw around, and it does take work. And work is something we at Cooper are very, very, very familiar with. Let's acknowledge those of us who are the first in their families to receive a college degree. Well done. The graduates whose families aren't here, but who know that they are rooting for them wherever they are in the world. Well done. Those of us who did not have that immediate community, but made it to this day, commencement day, through sheer will, talent, and hard work. Well done, we recognize you. I am extremely proud to be graduating alongside the future artists, architects, and engineers that will change the world. If the work that was done here is any indication of what is to come, I can only sit in anticipation of the great things that will happen because of this talented group of graduates. Again, I want to thank the faculty members who checked in on me during stressful times, my parents for encouraging me in all my endeavors, and the student body for emboldening me to try harder and persevere. Thank you to my professors who made me a better student person. Because of you, I am here. We all made it here. And again, to reference back to our president and thinking about what we want our future to look like and thinking about how togetherness is so important and relying on one another is extremely important. Coming together in this moment and in the future is something we really need to prioritize. And with that, I say congratulations to Cooper Union's class of 2026.
Thank you, Skye. That was amazing. It's a long-standing tradition at the Cooper Union to honor distinguished alumni and supporters who have made important contributions to their respective professions and to society. The Presidential Citation recognizes creativity, achievement, outstanding citizenship, and the recipients offer paragons of excellence for today's graduates as they embark on their own career paths. Dr. James Haywood Rowling Jr., trustee and alumni of the Cooper Union School of Art, class of 1988, will join me to present the Presidential Citations. This year's Presidential Citation in Architecture goes to Michael Samuelian, 1995 graduate of the Irwin S. Channon School of Architecture. Will Michael Samuelian please come forward? For improving the architecture and civic spaces of New York City over the course of a distinguished career, for developing and teaching the professional practice course at the Cooper Union for over 10 years, for serving as president and CEO of the Trust for Governor's Island, responsible for the operations, management, and planning of 172 acres of largely open space, for tirelessly advocating for 13 acres of large-scale public art, new public space, and significant works of architecture at the Hudson Yards, and for that honor you have brought to the Cooper Union. Michael, would you say a few words?
Thank you, President McLaughlin. And thank you to the entire Cooper community for this incredible acknowledgement. Receiving this presidential citation from my alma mater is a huge honor, and I'm profoundly grateful to everybody who helped make it happen. As President McLaughlin said, looking back since my graduation in 1995, way before all of you were born, I've had a lot of hats, as the president said. I've been an architect, an urban planner, a real estate developer, I ran a park, and now I'm back in academia looking at the intersection of cities and technology. My husband, Bob, likes to say that I can't keep a job, but I simply look at it as an example of adaptive reuse, as an architecture joke. But standing here in the Great Hall, where I was in your place 30 years ago, gives me an overwhelming sense of gratitude because, like so many of you graduating today, Cooper Union completely transformed my life. When I first walked into the foundation building in 1990, I came from a working class family in Brooklyn, like many of you. The East Village was a world away from my home in Bensonhurst, Brooklyn, or my high school in Midwood. I didn't come from wealth, I didn't know any architects at the time, but I showed up with nothing more than a huge desire to build. Cooper took a bet on me, the same way it took a bet on you, that a kid from Brooklyn would get a world-class education for nothing, and gave me an education that was completely financially out of reach for me. Back then in the 90s and 80s, I don't know if this is still happening, we had a strange tradition in the architecture school where we would gather at midnight, the night before a studio opened, wait all night for a desk to claim a prize desk in the big studio. We were constantly intimidated and deeply inspired by iconic faculty at the time, Hayduck, Abraham, Eisenman, Rick Scafidio, and of course my all-time favorite, Sue Cassell. Sue, as a drawing teacher, and those of you lucky enough to have her. She didn't just teach us how to draw, she taught us how to see. She taught us how to think critically, to look at the world in a completely different way. And she taught with a degree of humanism and humanity that you don't often see in higher education. And what I ultimately took away from Cooper Union wasn't just the rigorous coursework or the challenging studio curriculum, it was the people, my classmates, many of whom remain some of my closest friends. In fact, I had dinner with them, with 8 of them last night after the end of year show. And our bond to one another was so strong, and our bond to this place was so strong that a few years ago we created a scholarship in honor of our favorite teacher. Many of you know, you've spent a lot of time here, Cooper Union is a historic place, it's a weird place, and it's a wonderful place. I'm really delighted to celebrate that weirdness and uniqueness at a moment that higher education is under intense attack. We hear skeptics constantly debating the value of higher education, but I think Cooper Union is a stubborn example of the idea that a degree is not just a transaction, but it's part of your transformation. You can clap to that. In closing, to the graduates in this room, you're entering into a world and a workforce that is quickly changing. 2 scary letters you've probably heard before, AI, which you're entering to a world that will change faster than you may feel like you can keep pace with. But remember that technology is simply a tool, and it will take a larger and larger part of your life, but also recall what you learned here, which is that your humanity is what will matter more and more over the course of your career. Nobody can take away the education that taught you how to think for yourself, how to think critically, how to debate with one another, and do not lose those deeply human skills when you leave this great hall. It's your perspective, your creativity, your integrity and inventiveness that cannot be replaced by technology. Whether you identify as an artist, as an architect, or an engineer, you're all builders, in my view, in the great tradition of our founder, Cooper Union, and you're all a standing legacy to that model. A special thank you to the parents and families who carried you through your intense time here, and finally, a congratulations to the class of 2026. It is my absolute privilege to add my voice to the chorus and welcome you into the alumni family. Thank you for this honor.
Next, the Presidential Citation in Art is awarded to the late Isabella Corwin and Arthur H. Corwin, both 1954 graduates of the School of Art. Will Elizabeth Z. Barron, Colonel, U.S. Air Force retired, please come forward and accept this honor on their behalf. Professor Emeritus Arthur H. Corwin receives this award posthumously for teaching at the Cooper Union School of Art from 1966 until 2000 as a transformative educator whose scholarship explored sculpture, symbolic perception, and prehistoric symbolism, for serving the Cooper Union in leadership roles, including as acting dean and remaining deeply engaged with admissions and student life. Isabella Corwin is recognized for establishing the Arthur and Isabella Corwin Fund for students in the Cooper Union School of Art, supporting materials and project costs that make ambitious work possible, for creating a fund that carries forward the Corwins' intellectual and artistic passions, ensuring that their distinctive lineage of inquiry continues to shape contemporary practice at Cooper, and for the honor they brought to the Cooper Union.
It's a distinct honor to stand here today and speak about 2 of my favorite family members whose lives remind us what it means to be deeply curious and deeply connected to ideas, to art, and to each other. Arthur and Isabella's Corwin story begins fittingly at the Cooper Union School of Art, a place where creativity is not only encouraged, but expected. It's where artists learn to not only how to see the world, but how to question it. And somewhere between studios, critiques, and what surely was spirited conversations, Arthur and Isabella found both their artistic paths and each other. If you've ever fallen in love during college, you know it usually involves late nights, strong opinions, and at least a little chaos. In their case, you can add prehistoric symbolism, mythology, and ancient calendars to the mix, which certainly raises the bar for an art school romance. Arthur had a remarkable mind, artist, architect, and educator. After graduating from Cooper Union, he went on to earn an architecture degree from Yale and work at Aero Saarinen before returning to Cooper, where he taught for decades and several times served as acting dean. To our family, and especially to me, he was the most brilliant man I've ever known. Someone whose way of thinking could change how you saw the world in a single conversation. Decades ago, he was using PowerPoint, and I might be showing my age here, in ways I had never seen before, and I thought I knew PowerPoint. When I asked him how he learned to manipulate the images, he looked at me as if I was crazy, and he said very simply, "I read the manual." I mean, seriously, who does that? Isabella, equally accomplished, built a vibrant career as a painter, enamelist, and designer. Her work has been shown in museums and exhibitions. Through her many years of teaching surface design at the Fashion Institute of Technology, she shaped generations of textile and design professionals. And to me, she was always my favorite aunt. Generous, funny, often whimsical, and always surprising. She was endlessly interested in the creative journeys of the people she loved and taught. Together, Arthur and Isabella shared not just a love of art, but a lifelong love of learning, teaching, and each other. That shared vision now lives on at the Arthur and Isabella Corwin Fund at the Cooper Union School of Art. It supports young artists who are bold enough to explore big, timeless questions. Artists drawn to prehistoric symbolism, mythology, archaeoastronomy, ancient calendar systems, themes of survival, and human meaning. Graduates, you are stepping into a world that moves at a dizzying pace. Arthur and Isabella remind us that some of the most important questions are not new. They are enduring. They are carried in stories, in symbols, and in the relationships built over a lifetime. As you leave here today, be curious, be interdisciplinary, ask big questions, and if you're lucky, find people who will spend a lifetime exploring those questions with you. Congratulations, graduates. May your own stories be just as rich, just as creative, and just as full of meaning. Thank you.
The Presidential Citation in Engineering goes to Dr. Marshall Rafel. Trustee and 1963 graduate in chemical engineering. For pioneering unique computer models to simulate chemical plant processes to prevent hazardous leaks, equipment failure, and environmental damage. For co-founding the Cooper Union Climate Initiative, which encourages students from all three schools to enter professional fields dedicated to slowing climate change while mitigating its present impact on communities around the world. And for the honor you have brought to the Cooper Union.
Thank you, President Steve, for this honor. It is deeply appreciated recognition of a career that has brought me great joy as well as financial success. Is that funny? Sorry. Not supposed to say that. I would like to offer my welcome and congratulations to the wonderful Cooper graduating class and family in attendance. I probably went to Cooper before your parents were born. I sat in this same hall 63 years ago at the age of 21, surrounded by my family members back in 1963 to receive my bachelor's degree in chemical engineering. As with, thank you. As with many of you, I was the child of an immigrant, fulfilling Peter Cooper's most precious gift to his city, a school that would offer a free tuition education to immigrants and their children as a means of propelling students onto a better life. I'm now 84 years old, serving on the Board of Trustees, an honor that is singular. After a wonderful career highlighted by our president's introductory remarks, I retired 9 years ago when one of my sons, present here today, made me an offer I couldn't refuse. The company's still going strong. At the point of my retirement in 2017, I pivoted to reconnecting with Cooper after a long absence, involved myself with helping to build 2 alumni affinity groups, one already mentioned, comprised of alums working in climate-related field or very interested in the same, and another group of fraternity brothers, which actually existed back in my time, from the AMS fraternity that disbanded around 1970, but we have 85 living members that are part of an affinity group that I established. I also established, with the assistance of one of my daughters here today, a scholarship to support the tuition of one chemie student each year during this period of limited but regrettably tuition. Behind all of this is a direct through line from my free Cooper education to all that I have described. I have been blessed with longevity and success, which has allowed me to enjoy 9 years of giving back to Cooper as a donor, as a board member, and in all the other ways. In closing, I would like to speak directly to you students who have made it through an arduous journey to a Cooper degree. I dearly hope that as you navigate your careers, that great success, both in terms of joy of the work and financial rewards, there it is again, will come your way, and that as with my journey, you will hold a piece of your heart open to Peter Cooper and his vision that is realized in the endless line of students of the future, including the ones that will be sitting here in this hall 63 years from now receiving their degrees. I offer you 2 recommendations as you begin a life beyond Cooper. Stay connected with the school through the Cooper Union Alumni Association, CUAA, and through the friendships you have forged at Cooper, and by donating annually as you can. It's something precious to me. Every donation, no matter how small, is deeply appreciated by our institution and by those future students that I refer to. My heartiest congratulations and best wishes. Thank you.
The Presidential Citation for Extraordinary Impact on the College goes to Janet C. Natius, Esquire, President and Director of the Jacques and Natasha Gelman Foundation. For supporting emerging visual artists and the arts through grants that strengthen museums, exhibitions, scholarships, and outreach programs. For administering the Jacques and Natasha Gelman Prize to Cooper Union art and architecture students since 2002. For advancing the Cooper Union's mission by expanding access to rigorous arts education for New York City public high school students through the Saturday program. And for the honor she has brought to the Cooper Union. Thank you.
Well, good morning. I just want to start by saying I'm extremely honored to be here to receive this citation. And I thank President Steve McLaughlin and the Board of Trustees. And I have to tell you, I'm a little bit unsure about my receipt of this citation because everyone else receiving the citations are alumni of Cooper, and I never could have gotten into Cooper. But I will tell you how I came to be associated. It was in the early 2000s, and the Gelman Foundation was a new foundation at that time. And I received a telephone call from Franklin Roth. Most of you don't know who he is. But Franklin was the development director at Cooper at the time. And he called me up and he told me about the Saturday program and all the wonderful things it did, and that it was about to lose its funding, and asked if we would step in to fund the program. And I said to him over the telephone, well, that sounds very nice, but it's not what we do. And that was it. And a few days later, Franklin called me again. He said, I thought about our conversation, and you're flat out wrong. It is what you do. So I came down to Cooper. I spent the day here being immersed in the program, the Saturday program, and I was absolutely sold. I mean, it's the most wonderful, rigorous, creative program that a young budding or hopeful artist could be exposed to. The students who come to it devote 3 years every Saturday to come to it, and the faculty and upper students who work with them are just amazing in terms of the rigor and creativity, and we're so glad to have been associated with it. Since that time, it's more than 20 years, it's been our great pleasure to be associated with Cooper, really privileged to be associated with Cooper. And on behalf of all of us at the foundation, we wish the graduating class all the success, and we hope that we will hear of your contributions to the world to come. Thank you.
The awarding of the honorary doctorate is the highest honor that can be bestowed by an institution of higher education. It signifies a lifetime of exceptional professional achievement and signals out individuals who embody that ethos, social responsibility, and creative spirit of our mission. This year, we are proud to award the honorary doctorate in humane letters to Judy Woodruff. It's no secret to those who know me that Judy Woodruff has been a long hero of mine. My admiration stems from a shared set of values that define this very school. Just as Peter Cooper opened the Great Hall to voices and all perspectives, Judy has spent her career ensuring that the American public has access to the unvarnished facts. Her journey from her early days as a young reporter in Georgia to the anchor desk of a PBS NewsHour mirrors the trajectory of many Cooper Union students, first-generation scholars and innovators who succeed through sheer talent and persistence. For more than 4 decades at NBC, CNN, and PBS, Judy has been at the forefront of broadcast journalism. She's been our eyes and ears through the most pivotal moments of the last half-century, covering every presidential election since 1976 and documenting the shift of tides of American life with a steady, impartial hand. In 2013, she and the late Gwen Ifill made history as the first women to co-anchor an American national news broadcast. Through her tenure and anchor as managing editor of the PBS NewsHour and now as a senior correspondent, she has remained a steadfast bearer of integrity. Today, she continues to tackle our most pressing challenges through her reporting project, America at a Crossroads, which seeks to understand the deep political divides within our country. This commitment is reflected in an extraordinary collection of honors, including the Peabody Journalistic Integrity Award, the Poynter Award, and the Radcliffe Medal. In recognition of a lifetime spent at the vanguard of her field, and as someone who's been honored with an Emmy for Lifetime Achievement and the Walter Cronkite Award for Excellence in Journalism. Beyond the anchor desk, Judy's commitment to the future of her industry is unparalleled. As a founding co-chair of the International Women's Media Foundation, she has worked tirelessly to promote women in communication industries worldwide. A graduate and trustee emerita of Duke University, she has also shared her experience as a visiting professor at Duke and a visiting fellow at Harvard. Judy reminds us that the pursuit of truth is not a passive act, but a rigorous commitment to the common good. She proves that merit and integrity are the most powerful tools one can possess. Will Judy Woodruff and the Chair of Board of Trustees, Jamie Levitt, please come forward? Judy Woodruff, with the approval of the Board of Trustees of the Cooper Union for the Advancement of Science and Art, and by the virtue and authority vested in me by the state of New York, I'm pleased and honored to confer upon you the degree of Doctor of Humane Letters, honoris causa, and admit you to all the rights and privileges pertaining thereunto. We now invest you with the hood signifying this degree. Congratulations. Now it's my great honor to present our commencement speaker, Judy Woodruff. Thank you, Judy.
Thank you. Thank you so much, President McLaughlin. Such a generous introduction to you, to the trustees, to administrators, members of the faculty, family, friends, and especially you, the graduates of the Cooper Union class of 2026. Congratulations. I am incredibly honored. I am thrilled to be here with you as you graduates celebrate all you have accomplished, and you've heard it this morning again, to get to where you are today, and as you reflect on what this historic institution has meant to you, and what a history it has. Founded in 1859 by a visionary who believed that education was the key, as your school says, not only to prosperity, but to civic virtue and harmony, qualities we could use a lot more of today. Your founder, Peter Cooper, made the school free for the working classes, open to women as well as men, open to people of all races. Astonishing how far ahead of his time he was. And to think that just 1 year later, a man who still had not announced that he was running for president, Abraham Lincoln, spoke in this room near where I'm standing at this lectern. It takes my breath away. Now, I'm told that Abraham Lincoln spoke for 90 minutes. I promise to be a lot shorter. But it is to the everlasting credit of Peter Cooper that it was here that Lincoln so eloquently laid out the anti-slavery principles that would help lead to his being elected. That is a lot of history for you to live up to. But the leadership of Cooper Union and you students are doing exactly that. I spoke with 7 of you graduates over the last few weeks, trying to get a sense of your class, of what your experiences have been like, and I was blown away by what you told me. All of you said that you came because of Cooper's reputation. Several said they also came because of its affordability. But each said they quickly discovered deeply committed professors and a rigorous curriculum that has literally helped them find their footing in life. Engineering major Eli Hicks told me, "At Cooper, you are expected to be an adult. The faculty treat us as if we have responsibility." Every graduate I spoke with praised faculty members by name who have made a big difference in their Cooper experience. Isabella Eng credits Professor Hejin Tao Huang with encouraging her to do independent study in civil engineering into the past physical qualities of soil memory, she calls it. Art major Noah Bergman says that Cooper has been family. It has transformed me as a person. I don't know exactly who I would be if I hadn't come. She plans to explore how to make art accessible to people with disabilities. Josie Crookston told me art instructor Fawn Krieger has been not only an incredible teacher, but an incredible human being, empowering, someone who has profoundly changed me, made me want to be an educator. And not that there's competition here, but in the School of Architecture, Ilya Wonder heaped praise on Stephen Hillier and Chris Dirks. I could go on. Now, I will say I heard from you that many of you have been spending 7 nights a week in the library or the studio or the lab, loving your work so much you don't see much need to go out on the town. Now, I didn't know whether to believe that or not. So let's take a vote. Shout it out. Which school has the most fun? Art, architecture, or engineering? All right. I love it. I love it. I love it. One thing I did hear agreement on, Two Brothers Pizza gets a lot of business from Cooper Union, even though the price is up from $1 to $2 a slice. That's inflation. But the bottom line is that nourished by pizza and likely a lot of coffee, you have received a fantastic education here at Cooper Union. You now join the ranks of American adults, of whom more than 6 in 10 don't have a bachelor's degree. For all of the economic headwinds out there, that should put you at an advantage. But of course, making it in life, leading a fulfilling life, is about more than that. It's about what you do with that education. And that's what I want to address now. I don't come from any of the disciplines that you are here to study. I'm a journalist, someone who has spent 5 decades reporting the news, interviewing people covering Washington. I've spent the past few years traveling this country, trying to understand, as President McLaughlin said, why Americans are more divided today than at any time in the 50 years I've been covering politics. Not just divided, but feeling contempt toward people in the other camp. My message to you this morning comes from those travels that have taken me to more than 30 states and have led to my filing more than 70 reports on the PBS NewsHour. You can find them all online or on our YouTube channel. The first thing I've learned is that, yes, we are for sure polarized, so much so that many families aren't able to sit down together at the Thanksgiving dinner table. I've talked with people who tell me they can't stand being around a parent, a son, a daughter, a brother or sister, an aunt or an uncle because of their political views. The same with longtime friends. It's reached the point that this toxic form of politics is hurting us as a country, and it's hurting us in our personal lives. The next thing I've learned is that it is up to each one of us as to whether this continues. It's easy to keep going as we are now, to view the other side with contempt, to put them in a box that we don't want to have anything to do with. It's also easy to turn away, to decide it's all so unpleasant, so ugly, that we're better off ignoring it. But I am here to tell you my view, and that is that there's a lot at stake, namely the future of the country and what sort of lives we will lead, you will lead, and our children will lead in the decades to come. You have a choice to make, graduates, and I urge you to build on what you've learned here. This is a place that has stressed kindness. Go further. Choose listening and respect. It's fine to disagree with others, to have deeply, even passionately held political beliefs. Thankfully, we have the freedom to do that. But when that disagreement becomes dislike and even hatred of people who disagree with us, it erodes our compact as a society, the compact that our founders agreed on. In this year, especially, when we celebrate our semi-quincentennial, took a while for me to pronounce that, only 250 years since Thomas Jefferson, John Adams, Benjamin Franklin, and others sat down and hammered out the Declaration of Independence. We are thinking this year about who we are as the American people and what makes us American. I hope that you will opt to think of us as a big tent, with many from different places and different views, but with a fierce belief in freedom of a government of, by, and for the people, as Lincoln said in the Gettysburg Address. It was just 3 years after he spoke right here at Cooper Union, but it was after the terrible Battle of Gettysburg, where more than 7,000 had perished. These are the ideas that hold us together as a country. And just one other thing I urge you to do. As you choose listening and respect, I urge you to stay engaged in your community, in your city, wherever you live, and in your country. You'll be busy with your family, with your career, with your friends, and you should stay busy with lifelong learning. All those are important. But make time to inform yourself about what's going on out there. Make time to vote for school board, for city council, for governor, for president. Our democracy stays strong only when people stay engaged. Don't let anybody tell you your vote doesn't matter, or that things are so complicated or so corrupt that there's no point in your weighing in. Whatever your views, participate, engage, speak up for what's right when you see it and against what's wrong. I'll say it again. Our democracy works when the people are engaged. And this year, the year we celebrate our 250th, the year when you've earned your degree from this storied institution, Cooper Union, it's a good time to commit to that. It is a great, big, complicated world out there, lots of uncertainty, but you leave here well-equipped to deal with it. There'll always be setbacks, that's part of living, but you have the tools and you have the values that will see you through. Choose kindness, listening, and respect, and stay engaged. As your founder, Peter Cooper, said in his later years, I have endeavored to remember that the object of life is to do good. I can't imagine any advice better than that. Congratulations and thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Congratulations.
Well, now is the moment we're gathered for. The conferring of degrees on all those who have completed their requirements in their disciplines. Dean Barry Shoup of the Albert Nurkin School of Engineering will present the candidates for baccalaureate degrees in engineering.
Will the candidates please rise? President McLaughlin, I now have the honor to present to you the candidates for the baccalaureate degree in engineering and the Bachelor of Science degree, all of whom have completed the requirements of the Albert Nurkin School of Engineering.
On the recommendation of the faculty of the Albert Nurkin School of Engineering, with the approval of the Board of Trustees of the Cooper Union, and by the virtue and authority vested in me by the state of New York, I hereby confer upon all qualified candidates the Bachelor of Engineering degree or the Bachelor of Science degree, and gladly admit you to all the rights and privileges pertaining thereunto. Congratulations.
Well done. Will Trustee Doug Sharrett please come forward to greet these graduates? And Associate Dean Ruben Savitsky will call the graduates to the stage.
We invite all the chemical engineering graduates to approach the stage. We will now present the chemical engineering graduates. Cum laude graduate, recipient of the Howard M. Siegel Memorial Prize, the Elmer J. Baden Chemistry Award, the Best Overall Chemical Engineering Senior Project, and the Cooper Union Freshman Chemistry Achievement Award, Gabriela Celine Carlos. Recipient of the Marshall Rifle Prize in Thermodynamics, Jason Diaz da Costa Carvalho. Selah G. Chu. Recipient of the Best Overall Chemical Engineering Senior Project, Isabel Skye Crone. Ilya Gali. Nuha Halim. Cum laude graduate, recipient of the William C. and Esther Hoffman Beller Prize, the Howard M. Siegel Memorial Prize, the American Institute of Chemists Student Award, and the John L. Beauvais Organic Chemistry Achievement Award, Priva M. Halpert. Cum laude graduate and recipient of the Louis Gleekman Memorial Prize, Perry Hoffman. Earning a minor in bioengineering and the Best Overall Chemical Engineering Senior Project, Emily Xia. Rachel M. Koenig. Kayla Elizabeth Lee. Cum laude graduate, earning a minor in computer science, the recipient of the Robert Spice Fund Prize, as well as the Louis Gleekman Memorial Prize, Michelle Liang. Cum laude graduate, recipient of a minor in computer science, the Marshall Rifle Prize in Thermodynamics for Best Overall Award, the Chemical Engineering Senior Project, and the Norman Perry Chemie Class of 49 Internship Fund, Abigail Lynn. Receiving a minor in Philosophy, History, and Society, as well as the Charles Goodman Essay Award, Evangeline F. McGovern. Earning a minor in mathematics, as well as the Student Affairs Service to the School Award, Alan Rakhamimov. Taylor R. Roslyn Lent. Earning a minor in bioengineering, as well as a minor in philosophy, history, and society, Jenna Sapers. Earning a minor in computer science, as well as the Emily Parenti Chemia Class of 53 internship, Skylar Shin. Cum laude graduate, Amos G. Smithwick. Victor Sorokin. Abigail Oren Takemoto. Aaron Y. Tan. Cameron Tardy. Earning a minor in mathematics, Arsha Urthaizrungsri. Earning a minor in bioengineering, as well as the Dean Stephen Baker Commencement Prize, Mikhail J. Vasquez. Can we have the civil engineering graduates please step forward? All right, first up, magna cum laude graduate, earning a minor in literature as well as the Adam T. Foley Prize, Yael Sophia Bialik. Valerie S. Casas. Magna cum laude graduate, recipient of the Best Overall Civil Engineering Senior Project, Ethan L. Chan. Earning a minor in economics and public policy, Jenny Chen. Summa cum laude graduate, earning a minor in mathematics, as well as receiving the Henry D. Dickinson Award and the Maxwell Linster Prize, Ryan Chen. Magna cum laude graduate, Vito Di Gregorio. Maggie Feng. Cum laude graduate, Vasiliki Anastasia Hamakiotis. Vincent Jiang. Cum laude graduate, earning a minor in economics and public policy, as well as School of Engineering Service to the School Award, Sinclair S. Kennedy Knoll. Recipient of the Best Overall Civil Engineering Senior Project, Caitlin Kwong. Summa cum laude graduate and earning a minor in art history, Anya Lay. Cum laude graduate and recipient of the Best Overall Civil Engineering Senior Project, Sabrina Lee. Earning a minor in economics and public policy, Catherine D. Lopez. Diana Lelaine Acosta Mendones. Tavari Patrick Michelle. Ishita Mazumdar. Cum laude graduate, earning a minor in philosophy, history, and society, recipient of the Essay Award for second-year core curriculum, as well as the Franklin Caldero Humanities Award, the Charles Goodman Essay Award in Humanities, the HSS 4 Symposium, and recipient of the Norman Perry Class of '49 Chemie Internship Fund, Isabella Ng. Magna cum laude graduate, Mohammed R. Noor. Eric J. Papas. Earning a minor in economics and public policy and receiving the Joseph Kalb Fund Prize, Stephen P. Shaji. Cum laude graduate, Giwan Sung. Cum laude graduate and earning 2 minors, one in mathematics and one in economics and public policy, Rena Tandon. Earning a minor in computer science, Mariano M. Vinas. Summa cum laude graduate, earning a minor in mathematics and recipient of the William C. and Esther Hoffman Beller Prize, Rufeng Wu. Cum laude graduate, Lawrence W. Zhang. Recipient of the Best Overall Civil Engineering Senior Project, Rachel Zhao. Can we now have the electrical engineering graduates come forward, please? Summa cum laude graduate, earning a minor in mathematics and recipient of the William C. and Esther Hoffman Beller Prize, as well as the Radio Club of America Scholarship Award, Alvi Ahmed. Isaac Amar. Summa cum laude graduate, recipient of the Dale E. Zan Prize and the Best Overall Electrical Engineering Senior Project, and a dual degree student earning a bachelor's and master's together at Cooper, Stephen S. Brockerhoff. Another dual degree student earning a bachelor's and master's degree in electrical engineering, Jae-ho Cho. Magna cum laude graduate earning a minor in computer science and the best interdisciplinary capstone project, and not to be outdone, also getting a master's and bachelor's in electrical engineering, Aiden David Kuza. Summa cum laude graduate and recipient of the Howard Flagg EE Class of '75 Memorial Prize, Darius Ali Fantozi. Earning a minor in interdisciplinary studies, Nolan Griffith. Earning a minor in computer science, Vaibhav Haryani. Summa cum laude graduate earning a minor in computer science and receiving the Harold Keel Fund Prize, the Jesse Sherman EE Class of 33 Book Award, the Leon Machis Prize, as well as the Best Interdisciplinary Capstone Project, Krzysztof Jablanowski. Summa cum laude graduate earning a minor in computer science and receiving the Jesse Sherman EE Class of 33 Book Award, David A. Kaplan. Cum laude graduate earning a minor in computer science as well as the Best Capstone Showcase Prize, Lamia Tasneem Khan. Summa cum laude graduate earning a minor in computer science, recipient of the Harold Irwin Rue Prize as well as the Best Overall Electrical Engineering Senior Project, Fred Sang-Yoon Kim. Earning both a bachelor's and a master's degree in electrical engineering and magna cum laude graduate, Jung-Hyuk Kim. Earning a minor in interdisciplinary studies and receiving both a bachelor's and a master's degree in electrical engineering, Megan R. Krett. Receiving the Best Overall Electrical Engineering Senior Project, Anthony Kwan. Earning a minor in economics and public policy, Manhim I. Liu. Receiving the Frank Caldiero Humanities Award, Isaac Anthony Moore. Magna cum laude graduate earning a minor in computer science and receiving the Eugene Oger Memorial Award, Anthony Nazariev. Earning a minor in bioengineering and receiving the Best Capstone Showcase Prize, Lindsay Y. Rodriguez. Earning a minor in computer science, Evan Rosenfeld. Cum laude graduate, James P. Ryan. Cum laude graduate, Isaac Schertz. Magna cum laude graduate, recipient of the Leon Machis Prize, as well as the Best Interdisciplinary Capstone Project, Noam Y. Shuck. Magna cum laude graduate and recipient of the Jesse Sherman EE Class of 33 Book Award, Tiffany T. Shum. Maximilian S. Stray. Earning a minor in computer science, Grace Q. Seng. Earning a minor in philosophy, history, and society, as well as a minor in computer science, and receiving the Best Capstone Showcase Prize, Megan Michelle K. Vo. Earning a minor in economics and public policy, as well as a minor in computer science, Lonnie S. Wong. Cum laude graduate, Anna M. Weissman. Summa cum laude graduate, earning a minor in mathematics, as well as a minor in computer science, receiving the Abraham Pletman Memorial Fund Prize, Jesse Sherman EE Class of 33 Book Award, the Best Overall Electrical Engineering Senior Project, and the Howard Flagg EE Class of 75 Memorial Prize, Andrew Zhu Yuan. Can we now have the mechanical engineering graduates please come forward? Recipient of the Harold Irwin Rue Prize, Maria Celeste Alvarado. Magna cum laude graduate and recipient of the William G. Hunt Class of 1905 Fund Prize, Perla G. Berkovitz. Magna cum laude graduate, earning a minor in economics and public policy and receiving the William C. and Esther Hoffman Beller Prize, as well as the Best Capstone Showcase Prize, Ayushi Bhattacharjee. Recipient of the Nicholas M. Stefano Prize, Trey Brown. Cum laude graduate and recipient of the Best Capstone Showcase Prize, Danielle Chu. Erica R. Gregory. Cum laude graduate and earning a minor in economics and public policy, as well as a minor in computer science, and recipient of the Best Capstone Showcase Prize, Maisha Hassan. Cum laude graduate, recipient of the Mechanical Engineering Design Prize and the internship from Emil Parente Chemie Class of 53, Santiago Helbig. Cum laude graduate, Wangyi Hong. Earning a minor in computer science as well as the Mechanical Engineering Design Prize, Adiv Ish Shalom. Magna cum laude graduate and recipient of the Mechanical Engineering Design Prize, Pavan Tarun Kapoor. Cum laude graduate, Matthew H. Kim. Earning a minor in bioengineering, Se-Ah Kim. Recipient of the Nicholas M. Stefano Prize, Spencer R. Kirsch. Summa cum laude graduate and recipient of the Harold S. Goldberg Prize, as well as the Best Interdisciplinary Capstone Project, Sophia J. Klimchuk. Summa cum laude graduate and earning a minor in computer science, Gabriel S. Kret. Summa cum laude graduate and receiving the Wallace Chinitz Prize, as well as the Mechanical Engineering Design Prize, Joseph Cooker. Receiving the Mechanical Engineering Design Prize, as well as the Howard Silfen ME Class of 49 Mechanical Engineering Internship Award, Andrew Lunick. Cum laude graduate and recipient of the Lincoln Williams Memorial Prize, Jonas Margono. Summa cum laude graduate and receiving a minor in bioengineering, Jae Hyun Park. Summa cum laude graduate earning a minor in computer science and receiving the Alexander C. Grove Memorial Prize, Adin Yehuda Sachochanzer. Cum laude graduate and recipient of the Best Capstone Showcase Prize, Azmi K. Shirsat. Nikolaos Alkaos Tratoulias. Receiving the Nicholas M. Stefano Prize, Jano Dunham Sweeting. Cum laude graduate, Devin Zhang. So we're now going to call the Bachelor of Science in Engineering students up for to receive their commencements. Can we please have Trustee Anna Brooke come to the stage? Okay, receiving two minors, one in bioengineering and one in chemistry, Kayla J. Bajena. Summa cum laude graduate, receiving three minors, one in economics and public policy, one in bioengineering, and one in chemistry, recipient of the New York American Chemical Society Excellence in Biochemistry Award, recipient of the John L. Bovee Organic Chemistry Achievement Award, and the Norman Perry Chemi Class of 49 Internship Fund, Otto C. Beer. Earning a minor in bioengineering, Hatice Bejdi. Cum laude graduate, earning two minors, one in bioengineering and one in chemistry, Elise Forrester Danko. Grace J. E. Receiving two minors, one in bioengineering and one in chemistry, as well as the New York American Chemical Society Excellence in Chemistry Award and the Emma Parenti Chemi Class of 53 Internship, Eli Andrew Hicks.
We will now present the Master of Engineering graduates. Will the candidates for Master of Engineering degree please rise? President McLaughlin, I now have the honor to present to you the candidates for Master of Engineering degree who have completed all requirements for the degree within the Maurice Canvar Institute of Graduate Studies of the Albert Nurkin School of Engineering.
On the recommendation of the faculty of the Albert Nurkin School of Engineering, with the approval of the Board of Trustees of the Cooper Union, and by virtue of the authority vested in me by the State of New York, I hereby confer upon all qualified candidates the Master of Engineering degree and gladly admit you into all the rights and privileges pertaining thereunto. Congratulations.
We invite all of the Master of Engineering graduates to please approach the stage. Okay, we will now present the Master of Engineering graduates. Receiving a master's degree in chemical engineering, Mohammed H. Rakib. Earning a master's degree in chemical engineering, Nada R. Shatewi. Earning a master's degree in civil engineering, Atib Amjid. Earning a master's degree in civil engineering, Hu Ying Chen. Earning a master's degree in civil engineering, Mohammed H. Hassan. Earning a master's in civil engineering, Hussein. Earning a master's in civil engineering, Joshua V. Kaimov. Earning a master's in civil engineering, Christina Kundu. Earning a master's in civil engineering, Abby Lee. Earning a master's in civil engineering, Chanbin Lee. Earning a master's in civil engineering, Claire S. Park. Earning a master's in civil engineering, Mohammed Bilal Rashid. Earning a master's in civil engineering, Sharon Sitt. Earning a master's in civil engineering, Xiaomei Wang. Earning a master's in civil engineering, Zachary Wang. Moving on to electrical engineering, earning a master's in electrical engineering, dual degree student Stephen S. Brockerhoff. Also earning a master's in electrical engineering, also dual degree student Jae-Ho Cho. Earning a master's in electrical engineering and dual degree student Aiden David Kusa. Earning a master's in electrical engineering, Joya Debbie. Earning a master's in electrical engineering, Lorena Ilkan. Earning a master's in electrical engineering, Jacob E. Khalili. Dual degree student getting a bachelor's and master's in electrical engineering, Jong Hyuk Kim. Dual degree student getting both a bachelor's and master's in electrical engineering, Megan R. Kret. Earning a master's of engineering, electrical engineering, Yushan Liu. Earning a master's in electrical engineering, Eliza Meller. Earning a master's in electrical engineering, Dong-Hyun Park. Okay, moving on to mechanical engineering. Earning a master's degree in mechanical engineering, Christos Potamianos. Earning a master's degree in mechanical engineering, Joseph S. Sutton. Earning a master's degree in mechanical engineering, Hee Jong Yang. We're done.
Dean Michael Young of the Irwin S. Shannon School of Architecture will now present the candidates for the Bachelor of Architecture.
Will the candidates please rise? President McLaughlin, I now have the honor to present to you the candidates for Bachelor of Architecture who have completed all requirements for the degree within the Irwin S. Shannon School of Architecture.
On the recommendation of the faculty of the Irwin S. Shannon School of Architecture, with the approval of the Board of Trustees of the Cooper Union, and by the virtue and authority vested in me by the state of New York, I hereby confer upon all qualified candidates the Bachelor of Architecture and gladly admit you to all the rights and privileges pertaining thereunto. Congratulations.
Will Trustee Judy Freyer please come forward to greet these graduates? Acting Associate Dean Merciha Veladar will call graduates to the stage.
We now invite all the Bachelor of Architecture graduates to approach the stage. We will now present the Bachelor of Architecture graduates. Recipient of the T. Allen Goldfish Memorial Award, 2025-2026, Arthur Thompson Thesis Fellowship, as well as the 2023 Cooper Grant Program, Oriol Almela Freitas. Nicholas Richard Amitrano. Earning a minor in art history, Stella Odrianis. Earning a minor in art history, as well as the Snarchitecture Commencement Prize, the Diane Lewis Memorial Architecture Travel Fellowship, as well as the 2024 Cooper Union Grant Program, Violet Giovanna Kaleka. Recipient of the Abraham Kazan Award for Urban Design, Bram Cherner. Recipient of the T. Allen Goldfish Memorial Award, Khadija Zina Mamalapat Kopin. Earning a minor in art history, also recipient of the Benjamin Menschel Fellowship, as well as the 2025-26 Arthur Thompson Thesis Fellowship, Shauna Crow. Recipient of the 2025 Cooper Union Grant Program, Olivia Fitzpatrick. Jeffrey Gian. Recipient of the Snarchitecture Commencement Prize, as well as the William Cooper Mack Thesis Fellowship, Kyle Koo. Recipient of the T. Peter Brunder Memorial Annual Prize, as well as the Allen Goldfish Memorial Award, and the 2026 Metropolis feature 100 architecture undergraduate winners, Judy Luo. Recipient of the Alpha Rho Chai Medal, the School of Architecture Service to the School Award, Benjamin Menschel Fellowship, as well as the 2025 and the 2023 Cooper Union Grant Program, Daniel Luo. Earning a minor in History and Society, as well as the recipient of the Tony and David Yurnall Merit Award for Excellence in Architecture, William Cooper Mack Thesis Fellowship, as well as the 2026 Arthur Thompson Postgraduation Fellowship, Sarah Magbunduku. Earning a minor in History and Society, as well as receiving the Abraham Kazan Award for Urban Design, Gritty Kane Mimonkon. earning a minor in literature, as well as the recipient of the Architecture Commencement Prize, Benjamin Menschel Fellowship, as well as the 2023 Brooklyn AI Scholarship and the 2025 Cooper Union Grant Program, Jane Ellen Miller. Recipient of the Tony and David Yarnell Merit Award for Excellence in Architecture, the American Institute of Architects Medal for Academic Excellence, as well as the Benjamin Menschel Fellowship and the William Cooper Mack Thesis Fellowship, Natalia Elise Noggle. Kyrin Park. Grant Rocco Peck. Earning a minor in History and Society, as well as receiving the Architecture Commencement Prize, the 2025 Cooper Union Grant Program to 2024, as well as the 2002 Cooper Union Grant Program, E.G. Reams. Earning a minor in History and Society, as well as receiving the Abraham Kazan Award for Urban Design, William Cooper Mack Thesis Fellowship, as well as the 2024 Cooper Union Grant Program, James Flood Roberts. Earning a minor in History and Society, as well as the Tony and David Yarnell Merit Award for Excellence in Architecture, Benjamin Menschel Fellowship, the Arthur Thompson Thesis Fellowship, as well as the 2025 Cooper Union Grant Program, Aaliyah T. Torres. Recipient of the Tony and David Yarnell Merit Award for Excellence in Architecture, Benjamin Menschel Fellowship, as well as the 2025 Cooper Union Grant Program, Sophie Wang. Recipient of the Architecture Commencement Prize, as well as the Benjamin Menschel Fellowship, Ashley Wu. Earning a minor in History and Society, as well as an additional one minor in Literature, as well as the Tony and David Yarnell Merit Award for Excellence in Architecture, the George Ledley Fund Annual Prize, the School of Architecture Service of the School Award, Benjamin Menschel Fellowship, and William Cooper Mack Thesis Fellowship, Ilea Maria Wonder. Recipient of the Allen Goldfish Memorial Award, Miao Shea. Earning a minor in History and Society, as well as the Abraham Kazan Award for Urban Design and the Benjamin Menschel Fellowship, Phoebe Zhang. We now invite all the Master of Architecture graduates to approach the stage.
President McLaughlin, I now have the honor to present to you the candidates for Master of Science in Architecture degree, who have completed all requirements for the degree within the Irwin S. Channon School of Architecture.
On the recommendation of the faculty of the Irwin S. Channon School of Architecture, with the approval of the Board of Trustees of the Cooper Union, and by the virtue and authority vested in me by the state of New York, I hereby confer upon all qualified candidates the degree of Master of Science in Architecture and gladly admit you to all the rights and privileges pertaining thereunto. Congratulations.
We will now present the Master of Architecture graduates. Nursena Cholak. Chin E. Ding. Soen Wang. Kipras Kozlauskas. Zhu Wan Liao. Chong Yang Liao. Chi Tung Liu. BK Fan. Ninel Shanzarian. Chung Kai Sai. Ja Rong Sai. Zui Bang Zhang. Eric Hanghao Zhao.
Dean Adriana Farmiga of the School of Art will now present the candidates for the Bachelor of Fine Arts.
And now for art. Will the candidates please rise? President McLaughlin, I now have the honor to present to you the candidates for the Bachelor of Fine Arts degree who have completed all of their respective requirements within the School of Art.
On the recommendation of the faculty of the School of Art, with the approval of the Board of Trustees of the Cooper Union, and by the virtue of the authority vested in me by the state of New York, I hereby confer upon all qualified candidates the degree of Bachelor of Fine Arts and gladly admit you to the rights and privileges thereunto pertaining. Congratulations.
Yeah. Will the Bachelor of Art graduates please approach the stage? We will now present the Bachelor of Art graduates. Recipient of the Vincent Mialkarek Jr. Memorial Prize, Alejandro Acevedo. Recipient of the Helen Dubroff Dorfman Travel Fellowship, the Medici Book Award, Evan Akins. Daria Arad. The recipient of the Sarah Cooper Hewitt Fund Prize, Fainit August. Recipient of the Eleanor Gay Lee Gallery Foundation Scholar Award, Fernando Badillo. Recipient of the Dean's Award for Innovation in Time-Based Media, earning a minor in History and Society, Dean Ballard. Recipient of the Arthur and Isabella Corwin Fund Scholarship and the Pietro and Alfreda Montana Prize, Noah Bergman. Madeline Bocconi. Recipient of the O'Brien Fellowship for Study Abroad, the Laura Miller Margolis 42 Memorial Prize, Keegan Bonds Harmon. Recipient of the Rhoda Lubalin Fellowship, earning a minor in History and Theory of Art, Regina Cervantes Ellis. Siyun Choi. Recipient of the Ralph Harim Payne Award, the Dean's Award for Innovation in Time-Based Media, Oliver Correa. Recipient of the Michael S. Vivo Memorial Prize, Sasha Kravis. Recipient of the Elliott Lash Memorial Prize, Josie Crookston. Hugo de Souza Kolsky. Recipient of the Elliott Lash Memorial Prize, earning a minor in History and Society, Dessa Eiley. Kiana Farazandi. Alicia Felix. Earning a minor in History and Theory of Art, Fee Fisher. Recipient of the Pietro and Alfreda Montana Prize, Edward Gittens. Recipient of the Irma Gustina Weiss Art 45 Study Abroad Endowment Fund, the Martin J. Waters Memorial Award, the Robert Breer Film Award, Samuel Heim. Recipient of the O'Brien Fellowship for Study Abroad, earning a minor in History and Theory of Art, earning an additional minor in History and Society, Skye Jones. Luis Cuesta. Earning a minor in Literature and Philosophy, Sophia Joseph. Receiving the Pietro and Alfreda Montana Prize, earning a minor in Literature and Philosophy, Ruby Yeagle. Receiving the Medici Award for Excellence in Art, Samuel Koshbin. Receiving the Irma Gustina Weiss Art 45 Study Abroad Endowment Fund, the Student School of Art Service to the School Award, earning a minor in History and Theory of Art, Joanna Kim. Yoon Kim. Earning the Vincent J. Mielkarek Jr. Memorial Prize, the Henry Dropkin Award Fund Prize, earning a minor in History and Theory of Art, Soo-yeon Kim. Receiving the Benjamin Menschel Fellowship and the Elliott Lash Memorial Prize, Dee Dee Kinsey. Madison Kwan. Lana LaBelle. Receiving the Bill Morgridge Award, the Sarah Cooper Hewitt Fund Prize, Saskia Lamping. Receiving the Sylvia Appleman Award, the Elliott Lash Memorial Prize, Deji Lassie. Jinsaw Lee. Yufei Lin. Alfred Lipsight. Jade Marr. Receiving the Karen Tendler Lurkis Prize and the Jacques and Natasha Gelman Foundation Prize, Ricky Mathieu. Recipient of the Vincent Mielkarek Jr. Memorial Prize, Liliana McGee. Joan Moon. Receiving the Rhoda Lubalin Fellowship, Conrad Moore. Anna Mustakerski. Receiving the AA Low Fund Prize, Hannah Mwalem. Receiving the James Craig and Irene Scala Designing with Type Award, the Vincent J. Mielkarek Memorial Prize, earning a minor in History and Society, Flavia Murillo. Receiving the James Craig and Irene Scala Designing with Type Award, Nathan Nam. Receiving the Richard Lewis Block Memorial Prize, Stevie Neckel. Receiving the Yale Norfolk Summer Residency and the Irma Gustino Weiss Prize, Nona Nishigawara. Earning a minor in History and Theory of Art, Lucy Tan. Receiving a minor in History and Theory of Art, Haley Park. Receiving the Michael S. Vivo Memorial Prize, Summer Phillips. Receiving the Tony and David Yarnell Merit Award of Excellence in Art, E. Arelis. Receiving a minor in History and Theory of Art, Sophie Sari. Receiving the Michael S. Vivo Memorial Prize and earning a minor in History and Society, Victoria St. Preux. Receiving the Fred A. Lane Prize and the Elliott Lash Memorial Prize, Gabo Sambar Lande. Receiving the Vina Tompkins Carroll Award, Simone Singler. Receiving the Academy of American Poets Prize, Henry Slamba. Receiving the Rothenberg Fellowship, the Ethel Cram Memorial Prize, Julia Salinas Reed. Emma Switko. Musa Takakua. Peyton Thurber. Receiving the Medici Award for Excellence in Art, Jobswe Ventura. Eric Wall. Receiving the Michael S. Vivo Memorial Prize, Xiaoyu Wang. Yumin Wang. Receiving the Elizabeth Foundation for the Arts Robert Blackburn Printmaking Award, earning a minor in literature and philosophy, Sonae White. Fred Whitley. Kamai Williams. Receiving the Betty Goldwyn Memorial Fund Book Prize, Shenyi Zhao. Hanlu Zhao. Receiving the Eleanor Gay Lee Gallery Foundation Scholar Award, Taishan Zalikoffer.
Let's give all the graduates one final huge round of applause. I'd now like to welcome the president of the Cooper Union Alumni Association, Doug Sherritt, to the stage.
Thank you for having me here today. Good afternoon. I'm Doug Sherritt, president of the Cooper Union Alumni Association. Congratulations to the class of 2026. Like you, I sat here 43 years ago as a member of the class of 1983. And like me, you have now transitioned from Cooper Union students to Cooper Union alumni. This is obviously a major milestone in your life. Becoming an alumni changes your relationship with Cooper from being consumers to belonging to a lifelong community of thousands of alumni spanning generations of Cooper graduates. The Alumni Association warmly welcomes you and your families into what we call the Forever Cooper community. And I have some good news for you. The Alumni Association is at your side to support this transition and help you stay connected with your fellow alumni in the school. Please stop by our table at the commencement reception afterwards, and feel free to enroll in the Alumni Association. Obviously, you can do it afterwards, but this will allow you to immediately partake of many benefits, including our huge alumni network. Membership is free. Just a few words about the Alumni Association. I'll keep them short. It was chartered in 1943 to create a more powerful connection between Cooper and its alumni. The Alumni Association serves alumni. We develop and run a broad range of educational programs, events, and services that foster career development and enable alumni to maintain strong relationships with their fellow alumni in the school. We conduct social events throughout the year, visiting art galleries, attending sports events, throwing a holiday party and the like. And in honor of Peter Cooper's legacy, every Founders Day or thereabout, we hold an awards ceremony to recognize the many great achievements of our alumni. We also serve Cooper. We harness the collective skills, abilities, and experiences of our alumni for the benefit of the school and provide motivation and leadership that encourages strong financial support from the alumni. Several association members, who are many of them here today, proudly serve on the Cooper Union Board of Trustees, working with the administration, faculty, and students to advance the ideals of Peter Cooper. We also work with the school's alumni, Office of Alumni Affairs and Development, to support and attend reunions, Cooper Together gatherings worldwide, and many alumni affinity groups like Wall Street, Law, Real Estate, and Climate Initiative. Why? Because Peter Cooper himself gave the alumni this charge. Speaking to one of the first graduating classes, Peter Cooper said, quote, "In the course of a century there will be, of course, a great number of graduates of the Cooper Union, and the day will certainly come when these graduates, will rally around this institution. And if plans I have formed can be executed in no other way, they will see they are carried out." Congratulations to all of you once again, and let us together carry out Peter Cooper's plans. Thank you.
Well, I think we finally made it. Before we conclude the 166 commencement exercises of the Cooper Union, I'd like to extend an invitation to our graduates, families, and guests to continue the celebration at the Forever Cooper Alumni Reception immediately following the ceremony right out here in front at the Cooper Triangle. Hosted by the Office of Alumni Affairs and Development, this special gathering welcomes the class of 2026 into the lifelong Cooper alumni community. We invite you to join fellow graduates, alumni, faculty, trustees, and member of the Cooper Union community for light refreshments, celebration, and fellowship as we officially welcome our newest alumni into the Forever Cooper family. I'd also encourage you to attend this year's end of the year show to experience the extraordinary work of our students throughout the foundation building, throughout this building, and 41 Cooper Square. Thank you all for being with us today and for celebrating this remarkable milestone for our graduates. I ask that the audience please remain seated until the recessional has concluded. Platform party and graduates, please rise.
Thank you.